All right. Well, I just made a video that dealt with Michael Jordan the other day and Space Jam and all that. And so I thought, all right, well, I'm a Laker fan, and Kobe Bryant scored 81 points in a game. It's the second most ever. And I just thought, oh, I'm going to take a look at that game. And, you know, I, d- Wilt Chamberlain, I know I talked about him because I think it was like 323 or 322, 3-2. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Hold on. It was March 2nd when he scored 100 points in the game. But anyway, Kobe Bryant here. Let's check out his 81-point game. Okay, so here it is, 81 points. Kobe Bryant. Well, let's go up here and see when it was. So he scored 81. The game was on January 22nd, 2006. So it was on the 22nd day of the year, and it gave the Lakers their 22nd win, and it was on 122, and the Lakers scored 122 points. I mean, 122, 122, 22nd day of the year, 22nd win. Also, 81 divided by 122 is 66. So he made 66% of all the points in for the Lakers. So, and also Kobe scored 81. So 122 minus 81 is 41 points. That means that Kobe scored 81 and the rest of the team scored 41 points. And it just so happened to be the Lakers' 41st game. 22 and 19 is 41. And it gave them an 11-8 home record. So, I mean, there's an 88. Even more amazing here. So, 122, right? It was the date and it was how many points the Lakers scored. Well, if you go to prime numbers and you take the first prime number, which is 2, and then the 22nd prime number, which is 79, and you add them, 79 plus 2 is 81. 1, 22, 2 plus 79, 81. And then if you just kind of read through this article here about it, it says only Wilt Chamberlain's storied 100-point game nearly 44 years ago ranks higher. So they throw in the 44, half of 88, and among other things. Let's see here. Then it says the Lakers trailed by as many as 18 points early in the third quarter, angering Bryant. He was ticked off, teammate Lamar Odom said. When asked what Bryant said at that stage, Odom replied, "Nothing. That's when it's bad." Bryant scored 51 points after the Raptors extended a 63-49 halftime lead to 71-53. So they were down by 18 points, 71-53, and that's when Kobe started just owning, I guess, right? Well, so 18 points, and Kobe ends up scoring 81 points. Them 18 and 81 are mirrors, and look how much the Lakers won by. 122 minus 104. 18. So they were down by 18, came back, won by 18, and Kobe scored 81. Then it says Bryant, the NBA's leading scorer, left to a standing ovation with 4.2 seconds remaining, having shot 28 of 46 from the floor, blah, blah, blah. So 4.2 seconds, just like the LeBron James missing the 2 free throws. Kobe also missed 2 free throws, but he made 18 free throws in the game. But it's just like LeBron here. So he missed 2 free throws, leaves the game, I guess, with 4.2 seconds. And he also played 42 minutes in this game. Then it says, with the 18,997 fans at Staples Center chanting MVP, MVP, Bryant made 2 free throws with 43.4 seconds remaining. So there's a mirror again. 43 and then 40 or 34 or 43, 34. But if you add up 1 plus 8 is 9, 18, 27, 34. And then you got 43.4 seconds in this story. I mean, and then Bryant, he was 27 years old, which doesn't seem significant, but this year is 27 years away from 1988. And like they're doing stuff like pretty much saying his career is over. Basically, he does have 1 year left, and he says he's going to retire. But they made like a documentary. I just watched some movie they made just like 3 days ago or something about. It was a documentary about his life and whatnot. So the 27 kind of makes sense because, he's been getting hurt all the time and whatnot, and this is kind of a big year, I guess, with a ton of people getting hurt. And yeah, and right here it says that Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points. It was against the Knicks at Hershey, Pennsylvania. Well, the guy Hershey, the guy who invented Hershey candy bar, he died at 88 years old. But this game was on March 2nd, so 3/2 of 1962, which 62 and 26 are mirrors that add up to 88, and they're both also 26 years away from 88. And then you read farther down here, they put a 59 and a 55 together. Chamberlain had 59 points in the second half, the only player with more points in a half than Bryant's 55 at halftime in this game. So they even throw in another 62 here. So Chamberlain did it in 1962. And then Kobe became the 5th player ever to score, more than 70 points. So only 4 players have ever scored more than 70. Chamberlain, Baylor, Thompson, and Robinson. Bryant made it 5. His previous career high was 62 points during a 112-90 victory over Dallas last month. Okay, so, and he didn't even play the fourth quarter. But what's 112? 112 and 122. I mean, come on. 22 and 22 with 112. So he was the 5th player to score over 70, and his previous was 62, it said in that little paragraph. And then you read down here, it says Bryant made his first 5 foul shots before missing late in the second quarter, snapping his streak of consecutive made free throws at 62. So another 5 and 62 reference. But like I said before, he did make 18 free throws in that game, but he missed 2 free throws. And this year is also Kobe Bryant's 18th year in the league. So he also he's out now, but he was scoring 22.3 points per game. And he also he scored 32,000 points on November 18th. And not only November 18th is the 11 and 8, it is the 322nd day of the year. So 322, and there's your 43 again, the 43 days remaining. But 322, and Kobe is averaging 223 points per game this year. And Kobe's also number 24 this year, although he was number 8 until after the season after he scored 81 points a game. He was number 8. And it says he actually wanted 24 as a rookie. His number in high school was 33, but that number is retired by the Lakers by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So then he wanted 24, but it was unavailable as well. So in the Adidas ABCD camp game, Bryant wore number 143, and he chose number 8 by adding those numbers. So there you go. They do use the numbers. Why would he do that? Why would he take 143 and do 5 plus 3 is 8 and then choose to be number 8? And so Bryant was number 8 for 10 seasons. And then the 11th season, he changed to number 24. So, I mean, you could go 8, and then he changed to 24 on his 11th season, which would be 8 and 11, or 24. He started wearing 24 in his 11th season. 24 times 11. is 264, and 264 is 88 plus 88 plus 88. Also, I guess that's why he changed to 24. It makes total sense because 24 and 11 in the 11th season, you know. But anyway, I said that it says up here 18 years experience, but technically it's his 19th season because he started the same year that Space Jam came out, right? And this year was the year that they had him beat Michael Jordan's record, scoring record. So he's now third all time behind Karl Malone and whatnot. But yeah, so I did Space Jam and everything has to do with this year, and then he beats Michael Jordan this year. And the 8th game ever that Kobe Bryant played was actually the same day that Space Jam was released. 11/15/1996. I'm going to say that one more time. I think my mic was messed up. Kobe Bryant's 8th game ever. So in 1996, the day Space Jam came out, Kobe Bryant played his 8th game. And this year, Kobe Bryant surpassed Michael Jordan, like I talked about, and it was on this game, which is they were 8-16 after the game, so the 24th game of the year, and Kobe Bryant is number 24, and he surpassed Michael Jordan. And also, it's against the Timberwolves. Like he beat Jordan against the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves, like they were all about All-Star Weekend. I talked about Kevin Garnett. And the Space Jam dunk in the slam dunk contest is, like, come on, was by a Timberwolf. And it was also on the same day as Sandy Hook. Well, not the same day, but the same day, but not the same date. And then they even talk about how Kobe made an awesome shot at the end of the game with 1:02 left in Andrew Wiggins' face, and they mentioned that he is a 19-year-old rookie. I mean, so, whatever, he's 19. It's Kobe's 19th year. Their Space Jam came out 19 years before. And also, he scored 32,293 points to beat Jordan. 3 and 2 is 5, 7, and 9 is 16, and 3 is 19. So the score even adds up to 19. It was also Kobe's 19th season and the 24th game. So 1924 was 91 years ago, which is 19 backwards. So then Kobe sat out a bunch, and he played 27 games before he sat out all these games, and then in the end got hurt, supposedly, or whatever. But 27, like I said, goes with 88 this year in 2015. But it's interesting that the game that he first sat out was against Golden State, and Golden State was the team that he got hurt against in 2013. And it was when he tore his Achilles, it was 4/12/2013, and then he sat out this game for the first time this season. And it's 620 days, so you got 62. It's also 1 year, 8 months, 11 days, 88, or if you look over here, it's actually 88 weeks and 4 days apart. And the game where he tore his Achilles tendon, he scored 34 points, so a mirror of 43. And also, the Lakers scored 118, which is 11-8. And like I said, 34 points is what he scored in this game. And look, it gave the Lakers their 43rd win. It even says the game time was 2 hours and 23 minutes, 2-2-3. Kobe also went out for good after the 43rd game this season. So 43s around him a lot. But he also sat out 8 games before that. And he played 35 games, went out completely on the 43rd game, and he didn't play 8 games. So that's kind of weird. Also, the first game that he sat out, like I talked about with Golden State, it's actually 122 days after his 36th birthday. Okay, and the last thing I was going to talk about is okay. So Kobe Bryant played in his career. He played 1,280 regular season games, and he's also played 220 playoff games. So that makes 1,500 games exactly. So he's played 1,500 games exactly. That seems kind of weird considering this is 2015 and he's played exactly 1,500 games. So also that means that next year, if he plays every game of the season, not including the postseason, but the regular season, he would, this is just kind of a stretch, but I'm just saying, that means he would play 15,000 or 1,582 games. And October 4th of the year 1582 was actually the last day on the Julian calendar. So, and then October adds up to 88, 4th adds up to 88. It's 88 days away from the end of the year, but 1582 was the year that it changed to the Gregorian calendar. So, let's see here. To 2014 then, so it is 432 years. And 432, if you divide it in half, it's 216 plus 216. And 216 is actually 6 times 6 times 6. But technically, the 82 games wouldn't be played until 2016. But I guess it wouldn't be October 4th yet. But it would be October 4th after that season is over on 2016. And it would be 434 years. So 43, 34 mirrored. And, I mean, who knows if he even plays 82 games next season or, I don't know. He might not play that many. I just found that pretty strange. I guess there's 82 games in a season, and he's played exactly 1,500. And then everything I've been talking about for a couple months, it all leads back to something like this, and that's just kind of strange. Also, Kobe Bryant was born 42 days before October 4th. And October 4th is also 1 month and 11 days. So 1, 1, 1, and 42. And very last thing I want to say here. So the very last game that Kobe played this season was 1/21/2015. So there's your mirrors. 12/21 or 1/21 or 21/21. But anyway, it's kind of strange that the first game that he sat out happened to be on 12, or the last game that he played before he sat out happened to be on 12/21. And then when he went out completely, his last game was on 1/21. And what's even better is that he scored 14 points that game, which Valentine's Day is the 14th of February. And 1/21 is 24 days away from Valentine's Day, and Kobe Bryant is number 24. And I'm going to go back to this really quick. 42, I said that is because it's 24 backwards. I mean, it's all about mirrors. There's a ton of mirror significance. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm sure I could find a ton more. I just kind of did about an hour of research, and I found all kinds of stuff. So anyway, have a great night.